Let's take date night to the next level. With a name like Marry Me Chicken and the flavors of sun-dried tomatoes, fresh basil, and creamy sauce, your special someone will think you hired a professional chef when we know it was all you. Hi everyone, welcome to today's episode of Let's Celebrate TV. I'm your host, Peter Lee. Today, we're back in the mountains at our little hidden hideaway. Now, little disclaimer, this is a very busy place. It's a campground, so there's noises. There's birds, there's the wind, there's the occasional golf cart going by. So bear with us, but we'll get through it. Today, our celebration is a little special. I was feeling a little extra. So we're making a dish called Marry Me Chicken. So what is that? Marry Me Chicken is this wonderful, rich, luscious dish that's made in a creamy sauce with sun-dried tomatoes and fresh basil. This is the time of year to get lots of fresh basil. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is I have my oven preheated to 375 degrees or 190 Celsius. Next, my favorite cast iron or any oven-proof skillet. We're going to put in about a tablespoon, 15 mils of olive oil. You want this nice and hot. Next is chicken thighs. I have about 2 pounds here. Now, that could be 4 to 6 depending on how big they are. I trimmed some of the extra off. We're just going to season it liberally with salt and pepper. Skin side first. And now we're going to put these in the pan, skin side down. We want to sear them and brown this. Right in. Love that sound. And now's the time to hit this side with a little more salt and pepper. Now we're going to leave this. Don't touch them. We want to let it sit for about 5 minutes so that skin starts to brown and get crispy. Then we're going to flip them over and do the same thing. Just let them sit there. Here we are. It's been about 10 minutes. I've turned the chicken and look how gorgeous brown they are. So we're just going to remove these back to that plate for now. Just like that. All right, the chicken's out of the pan. I've reduced my heat to medium. Now in the same skillet, we're going to build our sauce. First is 2 cloves of finely grated garlic. Next up is dried oregano, just a half a teaspoon. Thyme is next, same amount, a half a teaspoon dried thyme. So give this a little stir. Now you could, if you wanted, add in some red pepper flakes. Same amount, a half a teaspoon of the dried red pepper flakes. I'm not using them today, but this would be when you would add them. Give this a little stir. Ooh, it's nice and fragrant already. Now, chicken stock is next. 8 ounces or 240 mils of chicken stock. Lovely. Now this is a creamy sauce, so we need heavy cream. I have 6 ounces or 180 mils. Right in. Looking good, and I wish you could smell this. Now this is a sun-dried tomato sauce. I have 4 ounces or 120 grams by weight of sun-dried tomatoes that were packed in oil. I just drained them, and then I cut them into small strips. Right in. If there's a few drops of oil, that's okay. It's more flavor. Give this a good stir. Parmesan cheese is next. I have a 1/4 cup or 30 grams of grated Parmesan. Right in. Ooh, let's get all that in there. I'm going to give this a quick little taste for seasoning. That's pretty good. I want to add a little more pepper. Wonderful. I'm just going to let this come up to a simmer, which it's already starting to do. It goes pretty fast. Just trying to get some bubbles. All right. All right, I've got this up to a nice simmer. And now we're going to add our chicken back in, skin side up. We have this nice crispy skin and we want to try and maintain that. Just nestle it in there. Just like that. Pretty simple. Now, this is going to go into my oven, which remember, we preheated to 375 or 190 Celsius. It's going to go in the oven for about 20 minutes or until we reach an internal temperature of 175 Fahrenheit, which is 80 degrees Celsius. So into the oven. Here we are. It's been 20 minutes. My chicken is out of the oven and look how beautiful it is. It's still got nice crisp skin. It's nice and brown, and that sauce has just reduced down and gotten this beautiful golden color. Now I did check it with my stick probe and made sure we were at temperature, but really if you overdo it, you can't really overcook chicken thighs. So let's have a little tasting today. I made some rice. I'm going to take this beautiful little piece right here, right over some rice. And I'm going to spoon some of this sauce, some of those sun-dried tomatoes on it, right over the top. Beautiful. Now, one more little touch, the basil. I have some fresh basil I just cut in a chiffonade, and we'll just put a few sprigs right on the top. Looks pretty good, huh? So let's have a taste. I'll just take a little bit from right back here. Try not to make a mess, like I'm doing right now. That's all right. Wow. Yeah, another little taste. That's pretty good. This is creamy. It's intense. You get that sun-dried tomato, pow. And then you get the garlic and the other herbs. The chicken is super tender and juicy and unctuous. If someone made this for me, I would definitely marry them. Gotta wash it down, as always. So that's Marry Me Chicken. All right, as always, we will see you on Tuesdays for our regular episodes, Fridays for basic skills or cocktails, and every other Sunday for our live streams. Now, I'm going to go ahead and devour some of this chicken. While I do that, I want you to watch some of these episodes over here. So until next time, cheers.